Good morning, Hilltown. This week, we're going to be bowling. For bowling, I'm going to be using a soccer ball and six empty bottles of seltzer. If you don't have those two things at home, you can use any type of ball or any other substitute that you can use as a pin, like empty cans, empty boxes, empty laundry detergent bottles, pretty much anything that could stand by itself and get knocked over by a ball. I'm going to be bowling a full game, which means that consists of 10 frames, and I will add up my total score of those 10 frames at the end and tell you what that is, and then your challenge for the week is going to be to try to beat that score. Each frame you can bowl the ball up to 2 times. The only time you wouldn't bowl twice is if you knock down all of the pins on your first try, and that's called a strike. If you do bowl a strike, you move on to the next frame and keep adding up your score until you get 10 frames to see what your total score is. So let's say on my first ball I knocked down 3 pins, and then on my second ball I knocked down 1 pin. That would be 3 plus 1, and that equals 4. So for that frame I would get 4 points. I would write it down really quick on a piece of paper so I don't forget. I would set the pins back up and move on to the next frame. Once you do that 10 times, that's a full game. If you're able to bowl a strike, so if you knock down all the pins on your first ball, what I want you to do is take however many pins you have and double it for your score. So I have 6 pins. The 2 ways I can figure out what my score would be, I can do 6 plus 6, or I can do 6 times 2. Either way, I would be getting 12 points for a strike. So the perfect score that I could get would be 10 strikes, 10 times 12, 120. I'm gonna try to get 120. We'll see what I do. So I'm gonna bowl a sample frame just to show you how it works. I'm standing, I'd say, about 15 feet away from the pins, but that can change for you, it's okay. I roll the ball towards the pins. I got a strike. I would set the pins back up, put down 12 as my score for the first frame, and move on. So now I think we're ready to bowl a full 10 frame game. I got my scorecard here to help me keep track of my score. Let's see what I can do. So after 10 frames, my final score was 47, which isn't quite the 120 I was hoping for, but hey, it's all right. So 47 is the number I want you to try to beat this week. Try your best to use 6 pins when playing at home, just so the scores will be similar to mine. Because if you use less pins, it'll be really hard to reach my score. If you use more pins, it'll be too easy. So 6 pins would be the perfect amount. But you know, if you can't, that's fine. So 47, beating. So I want you to practice your bowling skills this week. Let's see if you can strike out my score.